Today's garage cooking challenge is going to be an elk vegetable soup with some penne noodles in it. Ingredients here are, this is ground elk meat without the addition of fat, which is why I will brown the onions with a couple of slices of bacon. Penne pasta, which I'll add later, cook separately and add later because Rhonda doesn't eat gluten. Chicken broth to make sure the volume's correct. These are ready cut Italian recipe tomatoes and chopped green chilies from Hatch, which makes anything better. Standard onion, carrots, celery, and any sort of soup. Gonna add some broccoli to this using my garage implement to cut it up here. So I don't get too much stock. Salt, pepper, and garlic to taste. And I will get rolling on it. I'm going to cook it in the pressure cooker just because it cooks faster. But you could cook it in any large pot. This big cast iron one you can use. And I will use this pan for the pasta to keep them separate. You want to cook pasta separately. Okay, this is about half an onion. I'm not making a whole lot of soup. If I do, we have to eat it all week. So I'm trying to get closer to about 4 servings. So that was 2 strips of bacon and half an onion. And I'll let these onions brown up a bit. Okay, so we got the bacon and the onions going. You get a look at that there. And I will add the elk meat. Not that. And while you're cooking this, if it gets a little too dry, you can add a bit of whatever oil you like to use. I like to use peanut oil. I like the taste of it. Then it's time to add some liquid. I'm going to put the tomatoes in. And the green chilies. About a half a box of chicken broth. You can use beef, but I think it makes it too heavy. Got a can of water here. I'm going to add more liquid. Probably use about half a can. Okay, the carrots and celery are ready to go. I'm cutting up some broccoli florets here. These you can buy at Home Depot. They cost about $6 or $7. Do a great job cutting up crab too. And we'll add those towards the end. Okay, I've got the pot coming back to temperature. Put in the celery and carrots. Those will be the pacing items for the time to cook it. If you cook this on the stovetop, you can just check the carrots to see when it's done. And I'll put the broccoli florets in there. And we'll bring it back to temperature and then put the lid on. So there you can see all the ingredients cooking in the pressure cooker. I'll put the lid on, seal it, put that on. When that starts to rock, we'll go 8, maybe 10 minutes just to make sure it's good and soft. And I've got the pasta going. The water's about boiling. I'm told the secret to good pasta is salt and water properly. So I'm going to put in about that much light salt. Alrighty then, I have turned off the pressure cooker. Our 10 minutes has passed. The pressure cooker will cool down naturally. I'm going to try a noodle. If you're a fly fisherman, you've probably got one of these. I'm going to dip it in boiling water first for a little bit. I'm now at almost 12 minutes and these are feeling right to me. One of the problems you have at altitude cooking, boiling things at altitude is water temperature is a lot lower here when the water boils, so you have to cook stuff longer, which is probably why I thought al dente always meant crunchy. I'll pour the water off of this. There's our noodles. I'll add them to mine and to the pot after run this bowl is taken out. Taste it. A little salt, a little garlic, some pepper. Not too much salt on those potatoes, or tomatoes and chilies that I made today. Yeah, I'll scoop out Rhonda's. She doesn't like gluten noodles. There we go. Put the noodles in the rest. Scoop out my own, take it in. So, garage cooking challenge. Elk vegetable soup. That elk burger was ground without fat because there's very little fat in this, but it's delicious.